Multiple families displaced by a fire this afternoon in Salt Lake City. I'll tell you how it was discovered coming up.
A Utah nonprofit fighting homelessness looking for some help this holiday season. I'll tell you what kind of donations they could use.
KSL Live at 5 starts now.
It's been a busy day across the valley with multiple fires leaving families displaced. One of the largest fires caused damage to 6 apartments in Rose Park.
News special Sheriff Park joined us live there right now and share any word on just how many people are impacted by this.
Yeah, Mike, at least in the case here at this apartment complex in Rose Park, we're going to have 12 people that were displaced because of this fire. We've got the Red Cross that is on scene now trying to help these families find places to stay tonight and possibly for the next few days get them those basic necessities. Now, the residents at the Village at Rain Tree Apartments, this is near 850 North and 900 West. They tell me that they first noticed a burning smell around 1 o'clock this afternoon. They said it smelled like burning plastic, but they couldn't figure out where it was coming from. As they investigated, the smell became stronger, so they contacted their maintenance team here on site and then decided to call 911.
When we came outside, we definitely saw a lot of smoke that was essentially billowing out of the top of the roof and whatnot. It was starting to get like thicker and darker, like black smoke.
Now, once firefighters arrived on scene, 6 apartments were at that point filled with smoke. Salt Lake City Fire telling us once firefighters got into the attic of the building, that's where they discovered the flames running the length of it. They also found flames burning in the walls of several apartments. They say getting water to those flames was actually really challenging, and it took a lot of firefighters and equipment, and the result was likely that they had a lot of water running down to the bottom apartments, causing more damage. Now, it could take a few days before we know exactly what caused this fire. In the meantime, firefighters tell us once it is safe, once they get those restoration companies in here to make everything safe, they'll allow some of those residents to go back into their apartments, gather some of their personal belongings, and then try to figure out what happens next for them. But certainly a devastating day for many of those families who were not expecting to be out of their homes in a moment's notice. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
All right, Sheriff Park live for us. Sheriff, thank you. An Ogden man is charged with attacking his...
Several families are displaced tonight after a series of fires.
At first, I was kind of like smelling burnt plastic, but then it started to get worse.
Plus, it's been a dry winter. How the lack of storms could impact water levels across the state. And a change coming to Utah State University. We've got a closer look at their new head football coach.
This decision, in addition to this amazing institution, aligns with our first principle: family first, last, always.
KSL News at 6 starts now.
It's been a difficult day for many families across the Salt Lake Valley today as fires have caused extensive damage to homes.
In Rose Park, 6 apartments were damaged by a fire, and that is where we find new special Sheriff Park tonight. Sheriff, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Mike and Deanie, it's unknown how long this fire here at the Village at Rain Tree apartment complex was burning inside the walls, inside the attic before it was noticed. Thankfully, finally, a few residents did. They got out and nobody was hurt.
At first, I was kind of smelling like a little bit of burnt plastic.
It was the smell of burning plastic.
But then it started to get worse.
That prompted Kelsey Johnson and Joseph Hardiker to go searching this afternoon.
When we came outside, we definitely saw a lot of smoke that was essentially billowing out of the top of the roof and whatnot. It was starting to get thicker and darker, like black smoke.
The couple called 911, and within minutes, Salt Lake City firefighters were on the roof of their building attacking a fire inside the attic. They also found flames burning in the walls.
There's currently 6 units that have been affected by this fire. Obviously, as we put that fire out, we get water damage down through the walls into those bottom units. So there's kind of all the extents of damage to these units.
Tonight, 12 people are displaced due to this fire, including Kelsey, Joseph, and their 5-year-old son.
I'm definitely worried, Luckily, my son was at school. So
they're now trying to figure out what they do next, just 2 weeks before Christmas.
The anxiety of not knowing what to expect or how we're going to be taken care of in the situation.
Well, it could take a few days, possibly even weeks, before we know what exactly caused the fire to start in the first place. As of tonight, the Red Cross is here helping those families, trying to find some places to stay over the next few days, get them the necessities that they need as they try to figure out what to do next. In Salt Lake City, Sheriff Park, KSL-5 News.
All right, Sheriff, thank you for that. 5 people, 2 babies have been displaced in West Valley City after